Welcome back to the Sleeping Cat Garden. I know that today has been a long and tiring journey for you. You have worked so hard, and now you deserve a sanctuary all your own. You truly deserve a sleep that is deep, restorative, and profoundly peaceful. Allow yourself to shed every burden from your shoulders, for this is your time to rest. Tonight, I will take you to a lush green valley where the early morning mist tenderly embraces the rolling hills. We are going to meet Midnight, a delightfully chubby black cat draped in a coat as smooth as velvet. Midnight is no ordinary cat. He is a devoted yet remarkably relaxed shepherd. With his small straw hat and a wooden staff in paw, he will guide us across the dew-kissed grass, breathing in the crisp mountain air and feeling the absolute stillness of the world. It is a place where time seems to stand still, leaving only peace and warmth. Now, let us prepare to enter this verdant valley together. Adjust your position until you are perfectly comfortable. Feel the softness of the pillow supporting your head and the warm embrace of the blanket around your body.
Begin with a deep breath in through your nose, inhaling the freshness of the valley, and slowly exhale through your mouth, letting go of all your worries and fatigue. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, let your heart be light. Let your eyes close naturally. Soften your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Loosen your jaw, letting the corners of your mouth drift apart slightly. Feel the relaxation flowing from the top of your head down to your shoulders. Your shoulders are sinking deep into the mattress, so gently, so peacefully. Now, listen to the rhythmic ticking of the wooden clock inside Midnight's home. And so, we begin our journey into the misty morning. The Misty Valley Morning. In a small wooden cottage nestled against a gentle hillside, everything remains hushed in the stillness of the early morning. Midnight, a black cat as round and soft as a velvet ball, is curled up tightly in a bed of plush, downy cotton. Try to envision his fur, jet black, silken, and radiating warmth. Inside the room, the scent of pine wood from the hearth lingers in the air, mingling with the faint aroma of old books, creating a sense of absolute sanctuary. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The rhythmic pulse of the wooden clock echoes through the house like a gentle heartbeat. Midnight stirs ever so slightly. He does not stretch in haste. Instead, he lingers in that cozy, drowsy warmth beneath the duvet. He blinks open his emerald green eyes, watching tiny specks of dust dance in the first sliver of sunlight peeking through the door. Midnight sits up, his plump, velvet paws lightly touching the wooden floor. Tap, tap. His tiny footsteps resonate softly. He wanders over to the small stove and places a copper kettle over the fire. Hiss, sizzle. The flames greet him with a cheerful crackle, and soon the water begins to boil with a gentle, soothing simmer. The black cat leisurely places his straw hat atop his head and grasps his smooth oaken shepherd's staff. Standing by the window, he takes a slow sip of warm chamomile tea. Feel the warmth of the cup passing through his paws, while the pure fragrance softens every sense. Outside, the valley is draped in a thick white mist, as soft and dense as cotton wool. Midnight gently pushes the door open. Creak! The sound of the old wood rings out, followed by a cool, crisp breeze carrying the morning moisture, nuzzling against his fur. Midnight walks toward the sheepfold. He gives the small bell in his hand a delicate shake. Clink, clink. That clear, crystalline sound echoes through the fog, awakening the snow-white sheep. They stir, their fluffy fleece rustling against one another in a soft, hushed whisper.
Midnight begins to walk, his wooden staff tapping lightly on the cobblestone path. He leads the flock into the mist, where every image grows hazy and blurred, leaving behind only the sound of profound peace. Imagine yourself walking beside midnight, feeling the dew-drenched grass beneath your feet and letting your mind melt into this silent, timeless space. As the mist gradually dissolves beneath the early morning sunlight, golden and thick like honey, Midnight and his flock reach the crest of a gentle, sloping hill. Before them lies a vast, emerald prairie, dotted with pale purple and pure white wildflowers swaying softly in the breeze. Midnight finds his way to the base of a giant, ancient oak tree standing tall in the center of the hill. Its canopy is vast and cool, offering a refreshing sanctuary for the little cat from the brilliance of the sun. He stakes his wooden staff into the soft earth, hangs his straw hat upon it, and leisurely lies down on the grass, which feels as smooth as velvet. Midnight curls himself into a cozy ball, his plump, round paws intertwined over his belly. He begins to let out a low a deep, rhythmic, and profoundly contented purr. Try to feel that sound. It is like a wave of warm energy spreading all around you. Midnight's purr vibrates through the silent air, bringing a sense of relief even to the sheep nearby. One by one, they begin to lie down, folding their small legs and breathing in perfect harmony with midnight. Your mind is now becoming weightless, like an oak leaf drifting down, slowly, so slowly. Now, in this state of absolute relaxation, let us join midnight in watching the sheep as they wander through the valley of your mind. Let each number guide you deeper and deeper into sleep. One sheep, pure white like a summer cloud, stepping slowly across the green grass. He stops to sniff a flower and then continues his quiet path. Two sheep, with fleece so soft and fine, bowing his head to graze with a gentle rustle, his breath mingling softly with the wind. Three sheep, a small bronze bell around his neck rings delicately. The pure music chimes, then fades away, leading you into a world of dreams. Four sheep, finding a cozy spot in the shade, he turns a few circles and then lies down in perfect stillness. Five sheep, his wool is so soft, so warm, just like the blanket you are tucked under. You feel completely safe. Six sheep, slowly fading into the pale gold sunlight. He closes his eyes, and you feel your own eyelids becoming heavy. Seven sheep, his footsteps no longer make a sound. Everything around you is now a soft, soothing shade of blue. Eight sheep, floating like a flake of snow, drifting toward the far horizon. Nine sheep, his breathing is steady, rhythmic, cradling your soul. 10 sheep, all the sheep have now lain down. The entire valley is profoundly silent. Midnight is asleep, and you are drifting into a deep sleep too. Your body is now light, melting into the mattress. No more worries, only infinite peace remains. The homecoming and the warm hearth. The sun begins its slow descent behind the distant mountain peaks, tinting the fluffy white fleece of the sheep in shades of soft rose and pale orange. Midnight stirs gently from his nap. He stretches with a contented sigh, reclaiming his straw hat and his familiar oaken staff. He whistles a soft, gentle melody, a signal of affection that the flock knows by heart. One by one, the sheep rise slowly, draped in their thick, soap mint plush wool, gathering around their plump captain. Midnight leisurely leads his army of white clouds back home along the winding cobblestone trail.
Click, clack, click, clack. The sound of midnight's small boots hitting the stone mingles with the hushed, rhythmic padding of the sheep. The world is profoundly still now. A slender crescent moon emerges in the deep violet sky, casting a clear, silvery glow to guide the way back to their sanctuary. Upon reaching home, midnight ushers the sheep into their warm, cozy fold, offering a gentle pat to the very last lamb before softly closing the wooden gate. He steps inside his small cottage, and the familiar embrace of warmth immediately enfolds him. Midnight hangs his straw hat and staff on the wooden rack by the door. He slips off his leather boots, letting his chubby paws feel the freedom of the soft wool carpet. He moves toward the hearth, where the glowing embers wait to be brought back to life.
Snap, crackle, the dry wood begins to burn steadily. The heady, comforting scent of pine fills the tiny room. Midnight prepares a warm bowl of milk, placing it on the table beside his old armchair. He sits back, resting against the soft cushions, closes his eyes, and listens. Outside, a light rain begins to fall. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter. The raindrops dance upon the roof, creating a protective cocoon of sound that separates the noise of the outside world from the absolute silence within the wooden walls. Midnight feels the warmth from the hearth nuzzling his fur. He climbs into his plushest bed, curling into a perfect round circle. He pulls the wool blanket up to his neck, tucking his pink nose beneath his tail. Now, just like midnight, you feel your body becoming heavy, warm, and deeply relaxed. The steady rain outside the window, pitter-patter, pitter-patter. The warm snap of the wood in the fireplace, crack, pop, and the gentle rhythmic purr from the chest of the chubby black cat. Everything blends together, forming the sweetest lullaby in the world. The valley is asleep, the sheep are asleep, and you too are drifting into a sleep that is deep, so deep. Rest well, for you have worked hard today. Good night.